Accra Tema Motorway. Yes, we know it's undergoing construction. And so we decided, why not get the project manager of the Tema Motorway and Extensions project, Engineer Ben Saki. So he's joined us on the phone. Engineer Ben Saki, good morning, and thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning, Mr. Wilson.
Yes, we believe you're fine this morning.
Hello?
I believe you're fine this morning.
Yes, by God's grace.
Great. So the motorway and its construction, it's come into question this morning.
I think your line is...
Many of our listeners have called into the show, sent us messages, and they've complained about the nature of the work. Yes, it's been done, but they talk about the fact that the diversions are so bad. Some have become, there are gullies, it looks like gullies on there. There's always dust on the road, and they even talk about the main motorway itself, parts of it that they would use. There's also a problem with that. Engineer Ben Saki, what do you say to these concerns? What do you say to these concerns?
Okay. Thank you very much for you calling me to add my voice to this complaints from the public. And also, I thank my dear listeners who are waiting to hear from me. Now, of course, I appreciate all the concerns you have raised concerning the dust being raised on the motorway, and also some of the problems the public are complaining about. I appreciate their concerns. Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so I appreciate their concerns very much. And what I would like to say is that we are not relenting on our efforts in trying to ensure that the motorway or the construction activities is not impacting negatively to the road users. So, if you could see, we have been trying as much as possible to water the roads where we have created the diversions. We have tried in our efforts to make sure it is motorable, it is motorable. We try to put some bitumen on those roads. Now, before I try to go deep into this, I want to explain one or two issues concerning our construction methodology and the strategy we are using. First of all, the motorway that you see, we are expanding the road. We are constructing 10 lanes. The existing 4 lanes, which is the concrete road, and then we are adding 3 lanes. Now, our idea is to make sure that we complete the 3 lanes, which we normally call the urban highway. Then we try and put traffic back from the concrete road onto the urban highway. Then we try to tackle the concrete road, which we call it the expressway. So this is our construction methodology and process. Okay. And in doing that also, we have tried as much as possible to open almost all the sections of the construction road from kilometer 0 all the way to the end. That is from Tetepashi to Ashama, over there. So, which is the 90.5 kilometers. Our activities is going on all these sections. Now, in terms of the dust control, what we are doing is that ever since we took off we took charge of the motorway, we have been doing series of maintenance, especially on the existing road, which is the concrete road.
Okay.
Since from the beginning, almost every 3 months, we do inventory. We do some photo patching on these 2 roads because of how we have strategized to construct the road. We want to finish the urban highway so that we divert the traffic from the motorway onto the urban highway, and then we also start the concrete road. So it is our responsibility to ensure that the existing concrete motorway continues to flow as traffic, and we have not had any oversight not to ensure that this continuous traffic on the existing concrete road is being established. Now, what happens where of these recent complaints, which I've appreciated a lot from the public to that is that every 3 months, as I say, we do maintenance. Now, getting to the Christmas period, last year, 2025, which was our last quarter to do some maintenance on this existing photo road, we realized that the seasonal traffic which has generated a lot, has generated on the motorway, makes us difficult to carry out any maintenance activity, because if you are supposed to do that, the traffic will be serious. So we try to say, okay, now we will let the season go, and then immediately when we come back from the season, we will try and look at the next maintenance activity on the existing concrete road, which is the photo patching. Now, when it comes to the diversions, we have been, grading and shaping the diversions, and then even the sections where we are doing a long-term activity. For example, the interchange locations where we have the diversions, we try to put some bitumen surfacing to make sure that the public goes, the traffic users go through it without any problem. What actually happens, or what has been happening, is that, the volume of traffic on the motorway is very much. We are talking about more than 20,000 vehicles per day flying the motorway. Okay, so the diversions, we try to put the bitumen on it, and in less than no time, you see that we start generating photos again. Now, all this happens because sometimes we don't have the patience. The public is not having patience with us when we are trying to solve these diversion problems with them, because when we are trying to apply a bitumen and do some surface dress to make the road smooth, normally you require about 24 hours for penetration of the bitumen to make sure we get good bonding. But it's difficult to achieve that on the motorway. So we just apply the bitumen, and then we try to, within a short, we try to cover it with the chippings. And this cannot last for long. So it has been a forth and back battles with the maintenance. But like I said, as we have come back from the holidays, we are going to ensure that if the surface dress is not working, the diversions where it's going to take a longer period for us to send the traffic back, we are going to try the asphalt those sections, especially the interchange locations. We are going to put asphalt on them, and then asphalt can take a longer period for it to before it can generate into another issue. So these are some of our plans as we have come back from the holidays. We are going to continue this. The dusting issue, we keep on watering the road. Normally we water the road almost between 6 to 8 times a day. Meaning that almost every 1 hour there is a water tanker flying on the road trying to water the road. But also, as I said, because of the heavy nature of the traffic, and also as soon as you water, within 15-20 minutes, you will see another dam generating. Maybe by that time, a tanker is going to bring more water. So it depends on the timing that somebody is passing the motorway, then you will see some that on the motorway. Other issue that also generates is that I can also say is that, you see, we have, as I explained, we are constructing the urban highway where we have blocked the construction zone, where the activities is ongoing, that we don't allow traffic to go there. Sometimes some of the drivers, when they are in the traffic and they face impatient issues, they try to remove the new jetties, try to use the construction zone, and that place is not meant for traffic. It's not. So when they fly on it and at such a high speed, they generate more dust. You understand? They generate more dust onto the road. So we have tried as much as possible to even not make the road continuous.
Okay.
By putting new jerseys across some of these sections, that's when the driver goes through, you will not be able to go through. But what they do is that when they are not able to go through, they just down the new jerseys that have been barricaded along the side of the motorway. They remove it by themselves and then they try to use it. And when the first person
but engineer Saki,
all the traffic.
Engineer Saki,
enter this type of directions and pollute the environment more.
Okay.
So these are some of the challenges we are facing. But like I said, we are doing our best. We try within this month, try to minimize some of the bad sections of the motorway, the existing route, and the diversions itself. We try to regulate some of the sections to make it more motorable.
Just by way of clarification, the existing motorway, which you say you will try this month to, work on, the users would want to know, when are you going to work on it? It's very important. Yes, you said you went for a break, but when are you going to do that work on it?
Yes, so immediately starting from this month, you will see that we will start, because we have already taken the inventories of some of the sections. The last time we worked on the existing motorway pothole patching was September 2025. So the next 3 months, which enters the December, is where we said no. If we are supposed to carry this activity already, we can see already seasonal traffic is already mounting on the motorway, and it will be difficult for us. So we have to go to the break. When we come back, we can do it. So we have all the locations where those energy potholes are started again, and then from this month we are going to work on them.
So if I come to you by end of January 2026, you would have worked on it?
Yes. I mean, we have been maintaining it. I mean, the public can attest to that almost all the sections you can see where we have done some patchings of asphalt and the rest. It's being done by the contractors.
Okay. Because I like it when you give your timelines, so that when I come back to you the next time, so you say by end of January when I come back to you, that would be done.
Yes, we'll do that.
Now, my little understanding of the work you do also is that before you actually would start work and everything, you would have created diversions before you come to work on the road. So how then do you say the pressure on the diversions sometimes create a problem for you? You should have created that before you get into the main work that you're doing, isn't it?
Please, can you come back once more minute? I'm not getting.
I'm saying that before you construct the road, you create diversions, right?
Yes.
And that is supposed to take the pressure off the road before you get to the main work that you're doing, right?
Yes.
Did you do that before you started the main work?
Yes. You see, we have not started the main road. Like I explained from the beginning, the main road, our construction methodology is that we want to keep traffic on the main road, as we work along the urban highway section.
Mm-hmm.
You get it. So we are not diverting traffic on the main road onto the urban highway at this time. The diversion that we are seeing on the motorway as we speak today is that we need to link the coverage. We have some crossing coverage on the motorway.
Yes.
This coverage has been in existence for over 50, 60 years now. So we have to link them. Most of the urban highway sections that we are constructing, we have done the coverage. Now we are left with the model, the existing motorway itself, the coverage that crosses it. We need to link them together so that water drainage or cross flow, water flow can be able to go through to the other side. So what we are doing right now is to create some series of diversions from the motorway. Hello?
Yes, I'm listening.
To create a series of diversions for the motorway onto the diversion section, so that we can be able to excavate the middle of the motorway and then link those covers properly. Remove the existing covers that are weak, and then we replace them, backfill properly, create the surface, and then we try to put the traffic back again onto these existing concrete expressways, whilst we continue the construction, because we want to ensure that before the pavement work can start, most of these culverts must be properly linked. Okay. So it's like a series of diversions, temporal. Within 1 month, within 2 weeks, within 3 weeks, one culvert is done, traffic is put back onto the concrete road, so that we ensure that we link all the culverts before we try to tackle the urban highways and pavement and then put the traffic back on them.
Okay.
So those are some of the series of diversions we are facing. And then also on the motorway, we are constructing about 3 interchanges on them.
Mm-hmm.
So basically it's 4, because if we add the Pashi activity that we are doing to it, it's also an interchange. So it's 4. But the serious one that we are tackling is the Teshilin, the Committee 18, and Ashidi. These interchanges are going to be a long-term, they are going to carry out a long-term diversion, because it will take us a lot of time to complete. It's not like the small culverts. So this section is where I'm saying that we are going to ensure that from this year, we are going to try, within the first quarter, we'll make sure that we try to asphalt these diversions.
Okay.
Because it will take us a longer period for it to be completed. So we are going to asphalt this section to ease the burden of the dust. That is and then the rampant maintenance that we are incurring due to the use of the bitumen and then the chippings. Okay. So we'll try this time the asphalt and then we'll do it. But the small culverts, those sections, we'll still try and maintain the surface. We try to put the 040 on the surface, because it's a short diversion. We don't need to put asphalt for a work that is going to be completed within 2 weeks or within 3 weeks. So those sections will still have its surface untouched, but we ensure that we keep watering these sections constantly for until those activities are completed.
Okay. Now, the culverts that you're constructing, all other things being equal, when are you going to be done with the construction of these culverts?
The culverts?
Yes.
Yes. So, on the main corridor of the motorway, we have 20 of these culverts.
Okay.
Yes. We have 20 of these culverts, and we have 3 bridges. 3 bridges that also need to be reconstructed. Now, these culverts, so far, we have completed 17.
Okay.
17 of these on the urban highway section. And then, so far, we have talking about 7. We are talking about 7 of these middle sections. Okay. The middle crossing, to link it properly. Yeah, we have completed about 7 of them. So I'm sure this will take us by the next 6 months of this year. We'll be able to link properly all the culverts on the motorway.
How about the bridges?
Yes, the bridges will take us to the last quarter of this year. Also.
Okay, so
because at the moment on the 3 bridges we are working on the urban highway section. That is the 3 lanes, additional 3 lanes. It's where we started the construction. Some of them we are doing the abutments and the backfill. Now when we finish this, then we'll come also the same process. We will have to take the diversion, come to the middle section of the bridges, and also demolish and reconstruct. So that's how we'll at least take us to the last quarter of this year, and then we'll have all the stretches on the motorway complete.
Engineer Bensaki, the bit about the diversions because of the construction of the culvert, the reality is that this morning what we've experienced for the users of that stretch, they say these diversions are in a bad state. Okay, these diversions are in a bad state, and so what I think you can do quickly is to actually smoothen them. 2, you talk about watering the road hourly. When I used the motorway on the 1st of January 2026, it didn't look like a road that had been watered, for some time.
Maybe they were
Okay.
The dust on it, Engineer Saki, was terrible. So
Yes,
I
yes,
think you'd
yes.
have to improve that also. You would agree with me, because from the conversation, from the calls we've received and the messages we've received today, many people have complained about these diversions, which you say, we've been smooth. They say, no, it is bad. It's developed potholes and gullies in there, making it very, very difficult for them. So that's something you'd have to check. And also, some of you say the drivers have been removing the New Jersey this thing too, but some of your workers, and yesterday when we were on the road, were receiving money and getting people to actually engage in the U-turns that is meant for construction vehicles. So you just listen to the sound.
Yes.
We'll bring you the sound shortly, but some of your workers are also doing that. So that's something that you'd have to look at. So when you say it's the drivers, some may not be drivers. It's your workers who are aiding them. So can't you prevent this from happening? Because if you've identified the problem, Engineer Saki, the expectation would be that you deal with them, isn't it?
Okay, listen. Yes, I agree with you. But on the motorway, we have created some how do you call it? Not diversion, crossings. Okay, these crossings along some of the sections of the motorway is not meant for the public. These crossings are meant for our trucks.
Yes, and that's why your people are collecting money and allowing them.
They are meant for our trucks and our equipment. And we have put some flagmen there to ensure that our trucks and our equipment crosses these sections safely. They are not supposed to collect money. I've heard about this about 2 or 3 times. Those people, anytime I got the information, we sack the people from there, and then we put a new people there. But we have counseled them. We have given them orientation, training on how to handle those sections very well. But sometimes also, I don't know how the exchange of the money from the flagmen and the road user come in. You are not supposed to cross the section. So when you get there, sometimes the last time I talked to them, they said to me that before they will realize a car has already entered the crossing section with the head already in the section. So when it happens that, and the tail hanging on the motorway, which also creates a safety issue, because if they don't allow that car to cross it, maybe the car behind it can come and hit the back. And then they said they normally don't demand any money from those people. Sometimes the people themselves willingly roll their glass and push them some money.
Well, I think we can now share.
It's a complex challenge, yes. This is the explanations I've received from some of them. But
Okay.
we are coaching them, we are monitoring them that nobody should collect any money from any public.
Engineer
However,
Saki, Engineer Saki,
I
please.
cannot also accept, because sometimes you see that you close from the work late in the night and you see some people still at the post.
Okay.
And I don't think some of these people will be even our workers. Some of them have been able to manage to get some of the or some people that we have sacked, or some people who are no more with us, try to come back and mount those sections and be collecting the money.
Is it not your responsibility to ensure that is not done, Engineer Saki?
Yes, so that's what I'm saying. That we are ensuring that we don't. We try as much as possible to. When we close from work, we are no longer using those diversions. We try to block it.
Okay.
Initially, we started with blocking the road sections with.
Yes, Engineer Saki, you know what I want us to do? Let me just help your work. Engineer Saki, please hold on a minute for me. Listen to this interaction on the motorway. Just listen. Please listen.
Yes, Chief. How are you, sir?
Yeah, we are good.
Do I have to pay to do U-turn?
You need to settle, where the boys are.
Oh, okay. All right.
So that we can stop the car. So the cars coming from this end, it's a sharp, slope. So someone needs to stop the car.
Okay. How much?
Okay.
Okay. Well, do you guys work for the construction company? Do you work for the construction company? Okay. I thought this place is not for U10. I thought it's just your workers.
Yeah, it's not U10.
But if I cross, there will be no problem.
No, there wouldn't be any problem.
Okay. So, hey, sorry. I almost gave you all my money. So, okay. You guys are here all the time. I can come anytime. Okay. All right. Should I ask for you when I can? What's your name?
Junior.
Junior.
Yeah,
all right. Okay. Thank you, boss.
Enjoy it then.
Maybe it was.
Morning Show.
Engineer Saki, you heard him?
Yes.
Okay.
Mr. Wilson, I hear him right.
So that's what is happening.
Yeah, so like I said, some of these things are difficult for us. As we keep on sacking them for those who are collecting money on those diversions, we try also to close those crossings where when we are closed or we are no more going to use those sections. We try to put the new jerseys barriers there. First of all, beginning we started with putting a metal gate, a metal rod, to cross it. Because the issue is that maybe the next day we are going to use the same place again. So bringing truck to offload New Jersey, block it, taking it back again at the close of work, also impede a lot of traffic on the motorway. So we try to use the metal rod, lock it with padlocks.
Okay.
But what happened? We started this, and within a short period, the people came to vandalize. They stole all the metal rods for these crossings. They removed it. I don't know whether it was scraps or the people came, something that we have padlocked it. They came to, I don't know how they managed to crack the padlocks, remove those things. The next day you come to work, you see that the place is open. You understand?
Okay.
Now, we try with the mobile New Jersey. We have a plastic. That one you can also. That one too, they carry it away. So.
What, you have no security there?
No, we have no. That's of the you see, we have security at the main junctions, but we don't have the security because of the series of these crossings that we have created on the motorway. It's difficult to say we are putting security at each of these vantage points, because when you even put security there and the place is still open, or the place is, they will still come. I remember some time ago, security in front of my yard here, security were there. They came to attack them. Yes, in the night.
And you informed the police. The police should be helping you deal with this.
Yeah. They collected their phones right in front of my gate, while the security is there. So in the night like this, we try to take the security away from there for their safety and things like that. We don't put security there, But
Engineer Saki, yeah. I mean, briefly on this, have you informed the Ghana Police Service? They should be providing you with security.
We are collaborating with the Ghana Police Service in some of these things. Sometimes they even arrest the people and they bring it to my office here.
Okay. Quickly, let's do it this way. So we've agreed that you're going to fix the diversions to make them smooth. I'll be checking regularly, and we will be indicating whether it's been done or not. Finally, when it comes to the highway stretch of it, all other things being equal, when is it going to be completed?
Yes. So we'll try, all things being equal, as you said, we try. We'll make sure that by the end of this year, we'll be able to how do you call it? By the end of this year, or let's say by the first quarter of 2027, the urban highway sections all will be open to traffic.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Engineer Ben Saki, it's been good having you join us this morning. We'll keep coming to you because we are on this road with you. Okay?
Okay, Mr. Wilson. You're welcome.
Thank you very, very much. That's Engineer Ben Saki, who is Project Manager of the Tema Motorway and Extensions Project, joining us here on the Super Morning Show.